Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, and welcome back to Scarland, a land where we take survival building to the extreme. And we're here with the Scar Ranch house building project to finally complete our interior. That's right, this is our last episode of the interior, and we have lots to do today. Bathrooms, mudrooms, and playrooms, and all sorts of other wonderful things. So let's get this episode underway. And welcome back to Scarland, and it's always great to have you here for another build. And as you can see, look at those mountains towering over the house. And soon, my friends, soon we will have this all landscaped and looking very, very beautiful. And thank you so much for all of the suggestions on the trees in the last episode. We have chosen choice number 2, which is the Scar Fir tree for the prominent tree within the landscape of the entire house project, which is going to look amazing next to our mountains and all sorts of wonderful things. But in today's episode of the house build, like I said, we are going to be working on 3 rooms once again. And our first room we're going to work on is this here. And this has been a challenge to find what this will be. And I think it's going to be a mudroom, and a room that you can come in, get off all your dirty clothes from being out in the ranch, and get them off and then put on your house clothes, I guess. I don't know. I guess it would be called house clothes. I don't know. I'm going on a tangent here. Anyway, you'll be able to put those on and go into the house and leave all your muddy things behind. It's going to be awesome. So let's get the stuff going here. So first thing we're going to do, my friends, is we're just going to get out some materials. That's right. We're going to get out some materials like so. And I want to copy the basic shapes of this section over here. So we're just going to start building these things up to mirror this wall over here. And let's get to it. And welcome back, and putting the final touches on this, as long as I don't make too many scar mistakes. There we go. Awesome. All right, and next thing we need to do, we need to put on these spruce. So we're just mirroring the same side that we did over here when we worked on our office, which is looking very super awesome in there. There we go, putting that across there like that. Beautiful. Now we have that complete. So moving inside here, as you can see, we kind of built up the walls a little bit. So let's kind of continue adding these support structure beams going all the way down here. Now that's going to make this room incredibly skinny, but that's okay. Because we're going to make the best of it. The best of it we are going to make. So we're going to open that up, and that's going to become our new doorway. Then we're going to bring these guys all the way across. And then what I'm thinking is, my friends, that's what I'm thinking. We're going to have a couple interesting choices that we're going to have to make because of the milk chocolate going across here, meeting with the dark chocolate. And then of course we have our mint up in these little areas over here. So it's almost like a mint chocolate bar. It looks absolutely delicious. Anyway, let's see. As we come in here like this, we're faced with that. Not so great, not so beautiful. So we're going to make some changes here. We're going to clean it up, make this look nicer. So our first thing we want to do here, so I'm just trying to plot this out a little bit in my head here. So what I want to do is I'm going to grab out some of these guys, and I'm going to start bringing them out like this and out like that, okay? And then I'm going to sneak back in here, grab out this box, okay? So I'm going to push that down right about there. And then I think off of this block, I'm going to go boom and a bam like so, and add that like so, and that one across, and that should leave a center block like that. Nice. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. So if we take this and we fill this in like that, and if we had another one of these green blocks, we could put it there, and that wouldn't look so bad. But the only thing is, I think we can do better. So why don't we swoop our inventory out and grab out some item stands here. And what we're going to do is we're going to place these on either one of these blocks like that. Okay. So, now that we're at this point, let's just see where we can kind of take this. So if we went like this, we removed all these blocks like that, add them like that. If we did do the green block like right there, I think that would look really cool. But I'm not sure. I think if we just slowly get this integrated into the design, I think it'll be awesome, but it'll just take us a few minutes to get there. But I think that's good for now. Let's go back to our chest. Let's grab out some of these guys and some of these guys. So these are like cabinets. So you'd be putting all your Western wares and all those different things inside these cabinets. And then all of these item frames, or armor stands to be more precise, will be your cowboy boots and your different things that cowboys wear. So yeah. And whatever cowboys wear, that's what's going to be up here. There we go. Awesome. And put that along there like that. And beautiful. Awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited about the outside landscape. So I did a couple tests last night to try to determine what would be the best course of action for that particular area, because it's a little tricky out there, like we talked about in the past, is that, let's see, make sure we need 3 shirts, correct? So what if we did this one in the center? Now these are 2 very similar shirts, So I might mix those up just a little bit, so they're not all exactly this. Oh, I should actually plan out which pants goes where. Nah, that's too similar. Let's do it like that. And then we'll do that one there and that one like that. Oh, very cool, very cool. But like I was saying, the outside's going to be a bit difficult when it comes to what we choose for our landscape, because out here it looks perfectly fine. We have the nice green grass and all those things. But when we look out on the other side, things get a little ugly, my friends. Things get a little ugly. And that is because there are multiple different biomes converging into one spot. And it's just an entire disaster, to be honest. So I actually want that back. Give me that. I'm just trying a couple of different ones. Actually, it's probably okay. We'll put that one there. We'll put that one there. We can readjust these a little bit, change the colors and different things along those lines, but I think it's okay. I think it is okay. So like I said, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using path blocks and different things like that to try to kind of mix it up a little bit so it's not all the same out there. So say we did some path blocks across here like that. We mix in some coarse dirt and different things along those lines, and I'm scared of the skeleton. I think that'll be really cool for the design. And all right, Mr. Skeleton, you're just getting in my business, aren't you? You're just getting in my business. I should have just killed you right there, but I didn't. Haha. Anyway, I think that'll be really cool. So next thing we need to do is I'm trying to decide. I think what I'm going to do, instead of anything real too fancy, this is just a really simple room. I think just bringing this across here as the ceiling of the room, completing it and just making a really simple area for an exterior area. So the main purpose of this room is just a way to get out to the backyard, take off all of your clothes that you use out in the outsides and put them back there. And I think that looks pretty cool. And I think that's going to set us up for success, my friends. So let me do a couple little bits more cleaning up here and we'll meet you on the second story. And welcome back, and I'm just applying a couple more details to this area. As you can see, the ceiling still needs work. There's random bookcases poking out. I did fix this section to mirror that because this was incorrect. Now moving in, as you can see, we've got the green blocks arranged, looking very cool. Now we can mix and match the different leathers together to make them look a little bit better. And we got our chests, we have our lights, we have our simple ceiling, and then I just worked on the outside just a little bit, got that set up, and that looks pretty good. And I love it because this was such a, not a space that we could really take advantage of and create something really cool because it was so small and had a really awkward shape. But look at this. Look what we made out of this. A little mud room that serves as an exit out of the house. I absolutely love it. So let's head upstairs to our kids' bedroom where we have our massive back section of the room, which makes no sense. So as you can see, we built this beautiful bedroom. It has a bunk bed, a cool new carpet design, which I absolutely love. It's got some toys and different details like that. So one addition that I have made is I've taken this wall and I pushed it forward one block. So I took everything. I took the bed and moved it forward one block. And then, as you can see, that gives us just one extra block to work on in this room. So what we're going to do here is right in the center, right along that line right there, we're going to partition the room. So this will be the only entrance in. So you'll be able to walk through here. There's going to be a playroom. There's going to be a little painting area and some other little, kid toys, things of that nature. And then there'll be a bathroom on this side. Now, the reason I didn't do a doorway through here into the bathroom is coming in straight like this. It is a little more optimized for space. So we could do a shower here, or, sinks and toilets and different things like that. If we were to come into here, everything would have to be built up onto the sides and it just wouldn't have worked out as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let me partition the room, apply a floor, and I'll be right back. And welcome back, and we have our supplies ready to roll. So let's move into here. And as you can see, I'm partitioned the room and got it set up. I've come up with some ideas for this room and I think it'll look pretty cool. So of course, this is the game room. And in this little zone over here, we're going to do a painting studio, like a little painting studio. Over here, some books and maybe a little rug right there. And I don't know, I'm trying to keep it a little bit old fashioned. So I don't want to just throw in a bunch of video games for the kids play area, but I think that's a good solution. If you guys have any other ideas for fun, kind of old fashioned toys that you can make in vanilla Minecraft, definitely let me know. But let's head right into the bathroom. And as you can see, this is our partitioned room ready to roll. And I've extended the wall out one block here. And the reason being is that I want to recess the mirror back one. And I had some spare room, so what the heck. All right, so as you can see, that is pretty well set up for it. So let's dive right in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab out some of our dark oak. And I really had to go out and get a whole bunch more of this dark oak because boy, oh boy, we have been using a ton of it in this project, way more than I ever anticipated. Because I gathered quite a bit of resources before the project, and some of those resources are still available, except for the dark oak. That was one that I definitely underestimated. All right, put that along there like so, and then grab that and put that down like so, and boom, there we go. We have our base of our sink ready to roll. And I mean, underestimate an entire chest of dark oak. An entire chest of dark oak. That is what I anticipated, and boy, oh boy, my friends, was it ever wrong. All right, that is looking good. So far, we're definitely moving along. All right. Oh, I really like that sink. That is really nice. It's all well put together. You know, it's got a little bit of depth built in with the mirror. It's got the sink forward. So if you ever do have enough room to do something like that. Now, of course, not every room has the extra ability to push the mirror back and then be able to put the sink forward. But optimally, that's a good sink right there. All right, so let me grab my gray wool and put that on the countertops. Very cool. All right, so let's get toilet time here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put this right about there. There we go, looking good. Pull that up there, put one more block up high and connect this like so. And there we go, we have our old-fashioned toilet set up and ready to go. And I'm gonna put this along there like that. There we go, looking good. And then I'm just going to throw a pot back here. If I had a fern, I would use it. But unfortunately, all I have is a dark oak sapling. I've, cut down a lot of dark oak lately. All right, very cool. Okay, so this area gets a little bit tricky. I had some problems trying to lay this out exactly how I wanted it. But you know what, we'll figure it out together. So this is, of course, the bathtub. So I'm trying to plan this out. So it's about 3 blocks wide. I don't want it to make it gigantic and just kind of look real off scale in the room because that's not good for anyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of bring these pieces together like this, and I'm going to push this one back like that. All right, let's just take a look at it. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. That's not bad. It's a little closer to this side than I wanted. Okay. All right, let me play with this for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, change of plans, and this is for the better. So we can use this extra space to create a back section for the shower. So it's not right up against the wood because, well, that wouldn't be practical in real life, but not always we have those luxuries when we're fitting in something into a particular space. So we can take advantage of that, and that's gonna be amazing. All right, so let's pull these guys together like that. Very, very cool. Now I need, and I don't have it at the moment, is a half slab of our quartz to go right there. So that is something you guys need to remind me of because I don't want to forget that because it would look a little bit hokey without it. All right, there we go. Put that across there like so. And now we have a bit of a backsplash. Now we can go up high, but I'm not sure if we want to get that high. That might be a little too much. So we might want to back that down, but we can always do that later. All right, so let me see what we can do here about cleaning this all up. So that's kind of the question now is how do we kind of clean this all up and make it look a little bit more flush with the room. Now I do like this section. I like that being exposed like that. It makes it just a little more detailed, but otherwise we could go like this, kind of put that out there like that. That might be actually fairly nice and cut this piece in there like that. I don't know. I've been going back and forth if I like this dark oak back here. I can always kind of cut that back off like so, and we can always decide these things later. Nothing has to be permanent. Just to kind of get a really basic shape is all we really need today. So let's actually cover up the ceiling. For the ceiling up here, we can just bring this across here like we did in the mudroom. Doesn't have to be a big old tall ceiling or anything along those lines. There we go. Just a simple ceiling bathroom. There we go. Awesome. And then of course we can do a shower head right there. Now the question is I would like to do, something to block the water. So that would be, a shower curtain of some kind. So that is kind of the question. How do we want to do this? That is a good question there, Scar. How are you going to do that? I don't know, but I've got my shower curtain. I was thinking if I put this across here like that, this might need a substantial bit of trial and error, and I'm clearly not even going to be able to get out of here. So I'm going to go through the wall. We'll repair that. In a minute. So let's sneak back through here and just kind of see. Oh my, that actually looks not half bad. That looks great. No, I'm actually pretty happy with that. I wouldn't mind there being a little bit of detail behind here other than the dark oak because, well, we're getting a little dark oak heavy. So say I just brought that across there like that. How about something like that? You can barely see it, but you can tell it's there. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with that because it gives it just a little more detail, especially the shower curtain. It kind of defines itself a little more than the rest of the showers that we've added to this particular house. And I like that. I'm trying to give each of the bathrooms a little bit of character. It's difficult when we're using kind of the relatively same materials, but I think that's okay. We can kind of see that it's a shower, a tub. We'll add that little slab there. Don't forget to remind me, and I'll do some towels up here. This is just a little bit of a head chopper right there. So what I'm thinking about is if I opened up the walls a smidge bit, potentially, what if I did this? You know, these are columns that are definitely going upwards. What if I took, say, this and I connected it like that? How bad would that look? That's a good question. Not half bad, my friends. Not half bad at all. This part just bumping up in my head's a little bit weird, but I think it's okay. I like that. It's a small bathroom. We'll work on the lighting. And yeah, so let me do a couple more details and I'll meet you in the playroom. And we are just about done after we complete this room. So that'll be really cool. I'm just really excited because knowing that we are almost done with this is just so exciting that, you know, we are finally nearing the completion of this amazing project that I've had so much fun building and coming up with different things because we haven't had a new house building project in Scarland for quite some time. So this has been a really fun idea to kind of bring back our house builds in Scarland. And our next project, like we've talked about before, is the big Scar City project, which I'm really excited about. And I unfortunately haven't had a lot of time to plan it. So we need to kind of get to that. Now you might be wondering, like, what are you doing, Scar? Why do you have a diamond block and an emerald block of all blocks? Well, my friends, well. This, of course, is the painting area because the kids apparently that live here are messy. Like, I mean, really, really messy. So we need silk touching in case we didn't put any of these in any very good positions. But we've got this, don't worry. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start working on some shelving units. So this one might need to move. And thankfully, that's one that we don't need silk touch to fix. There we go. So we're going to move this upwards like so. I'm going to carve this in like that. Boom, bada, bam. And then I'm going to kind of work this up to about there. There we go. I think that's a good height for this. So you might be asking what this will all be. So we're going to do like a little detail here, and I think this will look really cool. Whereas there's an easel where you're painting and stuff along those lines, a little table, desk, all those great things. So I think that'll look really cool. So Scar City, like I said, I really need to, if I had some stairs, there they are. I really needed to start working on the planning. Like I've got the ideas, like the ideas are in my head. It's just those ideas need to start turning into actual, like, you know, designs that we can now start implementing into the real world. So that is something I need to start working on. But, you know, it's something that'll come quick to us, I think. And we'll be able to start rolling pretty quickly on that. And skyscrapers and just all sorts of really cool things. And I think you guys are absolutely going to love it, hopefully. And it is going to be a spectacular project on the scale of the Scarland roller coaster. So yeah, I just set myself up for a little bit of something there. You're like, Scar, you just promised yourself something pretty big. You better deliver. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So hopefully we can make that happen and just make something really cool. That's kind of the goal with that. It's just to create something awesome for you guys to enjoy watching and hopefully get inspired, of course, in your own builds to do. You know, like these kind of builds are so large scale that I don't expect everyone to, you know, follow along because it's just something kind of crazy and not everybody has the time or resources to do that. But it's more of like a fun inspiration that you guys can kind of see that and maybe take little bits here and there for your own projects. And I hope that is something that you guys are excited about as Scar City because this is going to be an incredible thing. And I've never built skyscrapers before, so that's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be a modern city. I wish I had an iron pressure plate. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I'm gonna put it right there. And I think that's gonna look really cool. You can see this band of the wool back here. I don't know. It's really driving me crazy. I'm gonna see what I can do about fixing that. And you might remember there was a window right here. Well, that window's no more. But yeah, I think that's starting to look decent. If we can bring those guys across here like that, potentially we could just go like that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's going to go. We could go like that, and then this block can be replaced, and we can run that all the way down like that. Not a bad solution. Not a bad solution by any means. What we can do to spruce this all up a bit is add some bookcases in there like that. And I think that looks pretty cool. We can even, my friends, even add ourselves a little chair for this spot right here, except it's going to cover up our nice gold block, which kind of makes me sad a little bit. But on the other hand, I kind of like it because of the yellows that are kind of prevalent in some of the colors of the woods. These darker blues and greens kind of actually complement it. Kind of nice, actually. Nice. Very cool. All right, my friends, let's move over here. So if you guys have any cool ideas for Scar City, start sending them over my way. Start sending them. If you got some ideas you're thinking like, oh my, Scar, this would be a really awesome thing for you to try to build, let me know, because I'm thinking police stations, courthouses, city halls, you know, Scar architecture offices, different things like that. I think could be really, really cool. I'm going to remove this. See these bands across here? I'm going to remove that and do bookshelves. Hello, get down from there. I'm going to do bookshelves all the way across here, and I think that'll look really cool. But yeah, all sorts of really cool things. Maybe our own, like, you know, maybe penthouse on top of one of the different skyscrapers or something along those lines. Oh, maybe even an old mansion up on the hill. Oh, I just thought of that. That would be kind of cool, actually. Okay, well, now I'm getting way too excited at this point. Let's put that down like that. There we go. But yeah, that's the fun of Minecraft and coming up with ideas and trying to be creative, is that feeling when you do come up with something you think might be an amazing idea. Oh, hello. Might be an amazing idea. And yeah, maybe like an old mansion on the hill. It's been there since the early days and since the scars arrived. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's see. So I want to do this, and tell me what you guys think of this. This is something that I really want your guys' opinion on, and that is this carpet design that we use throughout this house. And I really like it, but I haven't gotten a lot of feedback yet on it. So I'm thinking you guys are a little unsure yet. You're like, let me think about this, Scar. So yeah, I really love that design, but I'm not 100% sure if that's something you guys like. But look at the seamless bookshelves. Look at that, all the way across there. Absolutely love it. Now these pieces could use a little bit of help. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna put this like that and that, and see what we did there? Look at that. That just kind of broke up these two columns, so it's not just a straight line all the way across. And of course, that always adds a little bit more depth, which is so very important in Minecraft to always strive to achieve, and potentially even adding some gates right there. And I think that looks really cool. And I love this painting studio. I just want to jump on here and do some painting and all those wonderful things. So give me a couple seconds here. Let me do a little cleanup and I'll be right back. And it's time to start thinking about what we want to do for the mountains and to figure out where the stone's going to go. So what I've been thinking about is around here, we do stone all the way up and then glacier snow on these edges along there. So yeah, I'm still trying to come up with that, and then small trees along this route along there, and then no trees above the snow line. So I think that'll look pretty cool. Yeah, so give me some thoughts on that, because I think that'll look pretty cool. And then a waterfall back in that corner. And then of course, a brand new huge river that's gonna flow across there. I think that's gonna look super awesome. Now let's go through our brand new entrance into the house, into our mudroom. And we can put down our clothes into our, our cowboy leather things right there. We can put some supplies into these chests along there. We can head into our office if we need to, take a look at the map. Very, very awesome. Now there's lots still to do in the house, but it's all very small little fixes here and there, just fixing little blocks here and there just to clean things up. And we can do those as we're working on the landscape. Now let's move into our project today. As you can see, here is our kids' bedroom with this massive back room that we have come up with what we want to do with it, of course. We have a brand new carpet down there. We have our bookcases along the sides there. Over in this section over here, we have our painting area looking very beautiful. I put another one of my paintings back in that corner. And I thought this standard Minecraft one went with the color palette of that one. And the person who's been painting here has been very messy, messing up the floor. And we have some books up at the top. I forgot the painting easel, so that's a thing. Then a little place to wash your brushes in the corner over there. Little chest, bookcases. And I think the room overall came out really nice. I think it all fits very nice. And then moving into the bathroom, we have another one of my custom paintings on the wall over there, which I think goes really well with a rustic log cabin style. And as you can see, we have another one of our old-fashioned toilets built up like that. We have our sink, and I love the recessed faucet like that. I think that adds way more depth to the design. Moving over to our side here, we have our old-fashioned tub looking very fancy. We got our spout looking very nice. Shower curtain across there. And there we go, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed our triple build once again. I've built 3 distinct rooms, and I think they all came out very nice. And like I said, when we start working on the landscaping, maybe we'll build some little bit of furniture up here. Just a little couch, a little chair. Different things along those lines. Oh, that's a skeleton. It scared me. You scoundrel, get out of here. But there we go, my friends. The major rooms are now complete within the Scarland Scarred Ranch house, which is very exciting. I'm really pumped right now. So as you can see, our beautiful house is nearing completion. Our next phase is to add one of those arches that you find in like ranches in like Wyoming or Montana, and you'll cross through here in our rugged trail into the house, and I think that'll be absolutely amazing. And thank you so much for following along with this portion of the build as we move into our next phase of the build. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar. And I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the videos are rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later.